it's Tambay time. Welcome to Tambay, my dearest friends, wherever you are around the world. Magandang umaga, hapon o gabi. Isang oras na naman tayo para magkukwentuhan at pag-uusapan natin ang ilan sa mga kinahihiligan natin and deepening it in a conversation that we value, our lives. And today, we will be talking to an artist na kung saan nagsimula sa isang pangarap at ngayon pinagsusumikapan na magbigay ng inspirasyon para sa iba. And he's with us right now to talk about what it's like to be an independent artist. Kasama natin ngayon ay ang co-founder ng Musikerong Pagodt. Bakit kaya siya pagod? Yan ang malalaman natin ngayon. Let's all welcome Minaw!
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for inviting me in this vodcast.
Yes, maraming salamat sa Friedrich Naumann Foundation for bringing us together. So Minaw, ang first question ko, bakit Minaw? Of all the names that you could name yourself, bakit Minaw ang napili mo?
Actually, I get to ask about it a lot of times kasi kakaiba siya. But I was actually born from Cebu. So I I know how to speak Bisaya. Not as good as before kasi like whole my life I've been in Manila na. But Minaw is a Bisayan word. It means to listen. And so that's why I base it on my Visayan roots and then took it as my identity in music.
That's a beautiful etymology of your name, no? Pakikinig. Ikaw ba mahilig kang makinig?
Yeah, syempre.
What do you listen to?
I listen to a lot of OPM, which they became my inspiration to become an artist. Syempre sa ating mga classic OPM bands from Kamikaze, Parokya ni Edgar, Orange and Lemons, River Maya, E-Heads, so many bands that inspired me and actually molded to who I am today as an artist.
And aside from OPM, I heard you're also fond of listening to Japanese music.
Yeah. When I was younger, I had a tito actually work in Japan. And usually, siguro every like 3 months, magpapadala siya, like package, and then a lot of things, goods there, damit, chocolates. And then, one of the most memorable things na nasa package na yun are CDs, music from Japan. And it's all about city pop. And there is a nice ring, no, when you call it city pop, plus the nostalgic ambience, no, ng mga kanta na these songs were created in the 80s. And then when you listen to city pop genre ng Japan, it creates almost false memories, no, like memories that you think you experience, but it did not happen at all. That's the kind of experience I feel whenever I listen to city pop. And so in 2018, I rediscovered city pop kasi like I was really young when I first heard it. And then I realized this is the song I want to make. This is the song I want to share with the world. This is the song, or this is the kind of genre that I want my listeners to experience. Nostalgia. Yan. So that's how Mina was born. And city pop genre, yan, na pinasukan ko as an artist. Though it's not actually a new genre here in the Philippines. Sometimes we call it Manila sound.
Okay.
And lots of songs from the 80s yan, and 90s, yeah, which is actually affiliated to that kind of style, no? From Rosel Nava, yan, Manilyn Reynes, and then we also have Gary V. Yeah, those songs were actually a little, if you listen, for those listeners ng Minaw songs, yeah, they would actually see resemblance, no, from the songs of Gary V. Yeah, the songs or the power of the uh, pop in the 80s. Yan. So that's how, with the help of my producer as well. So that's how we visualize our music.
I like how you brought up city pop because this is the first time I'm learning about it. It's primarily Japanese. And then, bigla mong sinabi, kaparehas ito ng Manila sound, which I'm more familiar with
Yeah.
because I grew up to listening to Manila sound because my papa
Yeah.
loves hot dogs at marami pang OPM artists of the Manila sound. And Minaw means to listen, and now ikaw na yung pinapakinggan.
Yeah.
How does it feel that you transformed from being a listener and now ikaw na yung pinapakinggan?
It's it's a wonderful journey. Like I've been a songwriter for more than a decade. Like I
Mm-hmm.
started this journey when I was still in high school. Kasi when
Around 16,
six,
15?
15, 16,
Ah.
yeah, I started writing songs. And it's just almost glorious, no? Na you came from this spot, you were just a music enthusiast. And then later you become a musical artist. So the transition is long and exhausting. And syempre, until now, exhausting pa rin. But it's worth it. It's nice to hear people covering my songs. It's nice to know that your song is already in the karaoke. And I love the uh, I love the journey. I love the people that helped me to become an artist. And that's why right now, uh, I won't stop. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is the part where I'm given a chance, no, to make music, to deliver it to people who needs it. And I think that wonderful feeling na ikaw naman yung pinapakinggan gives you power.
Mm-hmm.
And as an artist, power is really important for us. The power to create, the power to make an impact, the power to inspire. Yan.
I like that. I like how you mentioned that as an artist, you become powerful. But doing this, did you ever feel that you were powerless, especially when you were starting?
Yeah. Actually, until now, there are still moments, no, when I still feel powerless. And sometimes I cannot change, like, because there's like an existing system, eh, especially in the music industry, where there are a couple of requirements, no,
Ano-ano yung mga requirements?
for you to be able to like penetrate the mainstream.
Mhm.
I can't really say that I'm already in the mainstream right now. I still consider myself as an indie artist. Yan. But the requirements is number one, you have to have resources. Yeah,
Mhm.
resources, I mean like monetary resources. Kasi it's not free to, because it's free to write your music, but if you're going to want for it to be posted on bigger platforms like Spotify, like YouTube, it will take resources. And of course, there will be a production fee, there will be a distributor's fee, a lot of fees. Yan. Music videos and other, for example, if you want like your song has a cover art, an album art, you also have to hire like a digital artist or an artist. Siyempre, swerte na kapag kaya mong gawin yung sa sarili mo. So, aside from that, the promotional materials that you need for marketing, you can also do that for free. But there are also other ways where needs there's a need for money, which a lot of a lot of artists do not have right now. So that's why I believe there's so much skills and talent that are stuck in poverty. So dahil may kulang sila, may mga dahil underprivileged sila, dahil marginalized, yun yung nagiging barriers for them to be able to like really pursue their dreams, such as, pursuing music. So it's really hard for me right now. Like I can't also say that I am a full-time artist.
Mhm.
I have a day job.
And I heard you're working in the IT sector.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to, because if you want to like really pursue your career, pursue your passion. Yeah. pursue your passion, you have to have like something, a source of, like, let's be practical, no, you have to have a source of income so that you can fuel your passion, right? So that's why it's very hard for many of the artists today that I consider hidden gems in the OPM to really break through dahil sa mga barriers na.
I like how you mentioned the requirements to building your passion. Kasi 'di ba, parang I think for the longest time, I've heard of the term struggling artist.
Yeah.
What anong nararamdaman mo pag naririnig mo yung salitang struggling artist?
When I hear the word struggling artist, syempre, una mo makikita, sarili mo. So, I see myself, struggling artist. So, 10 years ago or 5 years ago, I've been going out in gigs. Most of the gigs I go to, no no talent fee, no just exposure kasi yun lagi sinasabi ng exposure, which is totally valid, right? Especially if if you're just like blooming pa lang sa scene, you have to be able to show visibility. Yan, so that you can create connections, you can create network, and gastos sa pamasahe, gastos sa pagkain pagdating mo doon, and then pagod ka pa, late ka na nauwi, traffic pa pauwi. And those are the struggles, and then konti lang yung nakakarinig ng mga kanta mo, konti lang din nasa bar, kayo-kayo lang din mga performers yung nandun. And then konti lang yung nakaka-appreciate ng kanta mo, and you're having trouble producing more music because of the mentioned barriers. And there is only uh, few connections that you have, no? And sometimes you don't even have a mentor. Yan.
Mhm.
Kasi when you're going to go with your passion, there has to be a mentor or there has to be mentors. Wala ka pang mentor, and you don't know how things go around in the industry. Konti pa lang alam mo paano mag-distribute ng kanta on your own. Walang masyadong pumapansin na labels sa'yo. Walang mga recording management na kumakausap sa'yo. Regardless kung may skills ka or may talent ka. And this is because of the barriers, yung mga walls. And for the past 10 years, for the past decade, these are the things I have experienced. And these are the things I still experience today.
Mhm.
Not as worse as before, but of course, there's progress. I'm happy to say there's progress. And as a struggling artist, I think there's a need for us to be heard more. Not just our songs, but us as a struggling artist.
How can we hear you?
Um, what we usually do right now, because I know their plight, alam ko yung struggles nila. I created a or I co-founded a musicians collective. It's
Mhm.
called Musikerong Pagodt
Saan ba nanggaling yung musikerong pagod? With a T sa dulo.
with a T. Yeah. Uh, Last 2021, I met these three amazing artists din. Their names are Winrich Adarlo, and then Nads Navarro. He is called Xyz in in Spotify or as an artist name. And then the third one is Matthew Hermosura. The four of us decided that we create this Musikerong Pagod. And then also what is interesting is that pagod there is not P-A-G-O-D, the usual spelling, but it has a T.
Mhm.
Kasi we are around 26 when we created this one. And we want to at least connect with the Gen Z. And then we see a lot of words uh, where the Gen Z actually put T in it, like cancelled,
Yes.
sane,
Shuketh.
Assume,
Diba?
with T.
Oo.
And then yung saint with T. It's an unusual uh, emergence, no, of a uh, linguistic style, but it appealed also to us. And so what we think it that will appeal to them is the pagod. Plus, aside from the T, it's the word itself, pagod. And a lot of us are pagod in this time. Not just artists, but also in general. But Musikerong Pagod actually wants to help pagod artists, no, to create connections. Yan, create network and giving them opportunities, giving them platforms to showcase their talent. Now, without the need of um, spending too much. Like sometimes there are activities where you need to o- need to pay something, right, as an artist. But in pagod, you have an audience and you can play for free, and then you can promote your songs. So we have like a Discord server which has been going on for like 3 years. We're doing release parties. Like for example, if you're a rising artist and you are going to release a new song, we're going to organize a release party for you. So you will have an audience, you will have a network, you will have potential listeners, you will have new followers. So basically, it's creating a sense of camaraderie among artists, and also um, a concept of collaboration, right? Because what is more appealing, no, in Musikerong Pagod is we are not exclusively just musical artists there.
Mhm.
We also have digital artists. Yeah. We also have like music enthusiasts, just listeners. And with this kind of growing community, we are able to help artists that are trying to break through in this scene.
Through creating this community with a beautiful vision, 3 years into your passion, masasabi mo bang nabawasan na ang pagod ng mga musikerong miyembro ninyo?
Yeah. Not as much
Mhm.
as before, because we are still growing, but there is a visible change, which is these are our baby steps. Kasi itong 2023 or 2022 pa lang kami talagang like we are going out talaga. We are talking to different organizations. We are having lots of collaborations with bars, with NGOs, so on and so forth. So right now we are slowly sprinkling opportunities to the artists that we have, and it's not as much for now, but I'm very very hopeful that will become a bigger community that can create bigger opportunities for the
Mhm.
artists, and that can help them actualize their vision in their music.
I love your optimism. Everything starts with small things, and now you're growing even further. I listened to your music, I saw your music video, and I must say it's a cool vibe. And ang pinaka nagustuhan ko was your music video na isa sa mga artists doon ay si Noor
Yeah.
na napanood ko sa napakarami ng mga palabas. And this is Hinga. To those who want to watch the music video, it's on YouTube. Hinga. It's a girl's love narrative. How important it is it for you that the type of love story that you featured in your music video is queer?
Yeah. um we have to understand, no, that for some people it will this kind of love story is unusual for some people, but this kind of love has been here for like many, let's say, centuries or thousands of years. It's been here. So aside from that, we are also living in a predom- doma- predominantly Catholic country. lots of religious people, lots of superstitions, and very strict parents, and so on and so forth. And creating that kind of story with the help of my director as well. Yeah, because we share the same vision. Is trying to break down walls. Like it's not the first music video that feature this kind of love story, but uh, there are very few, no, in the Philippine music that feature this kind of story through a song. And so it's a challenge, but at the same time, it's also empowering for those that are able to that are part of the LGBTQ community. And I just want them to know that this kind of love story can be yours too. And this kind of love story is something that we should embrace, something that we should accept, no, as a nation, because it's still a national issue. I would say it's still a national issue, and yeah, I would. That's not the last time I'm going to be able to make that kind of music video. So soon we'll share more stories that are queer, as you say, and we'll try to make sure that the listeners are able to slowly understand how these love stories are real.
Thank you for your vision. I mean, as an LGBTQ plus person, it empowers me to be seeing young creators like you, musicians for that matter, who value our love, who value our stories, because this means that we are headed towards the right track. But you're in your late 20s, I suppose. And with artists like you, I mean, as a 36-year-old woman, I am inspired to keep going. And I guess this has been the narrative of your art, to keep going. If there are three things that keep you going, what are these three things?
Number one, uh, personal development. Yeah, that's number one. You have to be able to become a better person than you were yesterday. Every day. That should be the goal. Like when you are able to focus on the idea of development, developing yourself, not just as an artist, no, but as a person. There has to be character development, right? So when you're able to embrace that kind of attitude, lots of opportunities are coming in. The opportunities will show itself because you have been better. You have been better at things that you do before. You have been better at your attitude. You have been better how you treat people, right? And that's number one. Number two is uh, optimism. What the mind conceives, it achieves. So that's what I always believe when I was still younger, and of course, I still believe on it now. I'm still really, really hopeful, although there are lots of challenges. But what the mind conceives, it achieves. So I believe whenever you believe for a better future and you work towards it, that better future will come to you. Number three and last, no, um, believe in yourself. There, that's one of the most important things, no, as a person and as an artist as well. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be able to make yourself stick to the idea that you can do it. It might be hard now, but it gets easier each day. And you just have to continue doing it despite of the struggles, the barriers that I mentioned earlier, despite of the walls. You just have to continue because you know that when you are molded by this journey, you will succeed. There is no other destination but success if you believe in yourself.
And I hear you. We definitely hear you here, Minaw. Maraming salamat sa pagbubukas ng iyong puso at sa pagpapahiram sa amin ng iyong talento today. It's really a pleasure to listen to you. Umaalingaw-ngaw ang iyong diwa sa pagkakataong ito. And I do hope na as you pursue and create more songs, as you affect more lives through Musikerong Pagodt, you'll be able to affect more lives through your music and through the community that you're building.
I hope so.
Maraming salamat. Invite them to listen to your songs and invite them sa lahat ng mga musikero out there na gustong maging kabahagi ng Musikerong Pagodt.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we have this Musikerong Pagodt, a musicians collective. We are inviting you to like and follow our page, Musikerong Pagodt with a T, the last part. And we also have our Discord server. You can also join that. It's already in the page as well. You can see the links. Join us. Let us hear you, and you will also be heard by a lot of people. We'll give you a platform. We'll help you, right? Because as an artist, I feel the same way. You need a platform. You need connections. You need the network. Join us, and we can help you for it.
Thank you so much, Minaw.
Thank you so much.
To everyone who's listening to us right now, marahil ang iba sa inyo ay nahihirapan sa inyong mga pangarap. But do hope and pray that there's always light. Just like what we've heard through the story of Minaw, yung pangarap niya yung nagsilbing inspirasyon para makakatha siya ng musika. Oo, may mga malaki tayong pangarap makilala, maging tanyag, mapakinggan ng marami. Pero sana magsimula yon sa pinakakaibuturan, mapakinggan. Hanggang sa susunod na tambay.